Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Hansen eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hansen connecting quickly with Goddard. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Eagles at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Another run here with Sanders. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A give running left, it's Sanders. Runs over it, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to get this down near the 25. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Hansen trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. These two teams have met earlier in the season in Philly, with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. That one a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
The run by Elliott, a good one on first down as he's able to pick up about 6 there. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury. I'm having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. He was brought down by Foyesade Oluokun.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Another run with Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hansen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now Sanders, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Sanders gets into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
From the 29, Prescott. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
They'll go again with Sanders, and he'll get this down only to the 18. Third down, they'll run with Sanders. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. His second rushing touchdown on the year and third overall. And the Eagles have moved out in front. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here.
And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by Kaiser White, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Running right, here's Sanders. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Going for it with Sanders. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Looking to throw. Hanson. Left side here to Sanders. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Hanson. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
They'll try to run with Sanders, and he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Prescott. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Throwing to start the drive. Hansen. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Second and 6. Looking to throw. Prescott on the move to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kaiser Wright. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the score.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Here's Sanders. Shifts by him. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On play action, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
1st down, Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott back to Elliott, and he's got him again. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagle 16. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
from the red zone now. Prescott right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Three quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 1. Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And this one too low. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their route,
and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Cowboys 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Another run here with Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 125 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. Now a carry for Sanders. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will add to their fourth quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1.
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose, and the Eagles have recovered. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run with Sanders. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Hanson. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Hanson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw on 2nd down. Hanson. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Quez Watkins
from 3 yards out.
And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after after the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Off the play fake, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Second and 10.
Throwing, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.